Good afternoon, everyone, and I hope you're having a wonderful week. And also, I hope that you feel that the Christmas break is within your grasp right now. So we have a little over a week before we all break for the Christmas. So I really hope that you feel that that's almost there for you. Everybody needing a well-deserved break at this time of year. So today I want to share with you three different areas of support as we step into 2024. So today, tomorrow, and Monday, I'm going to be spending 15 minutes with you each day to share some of the key insights and thoughts you need to have in your mind as you step into the new year so that you feel prepared and ready to face the year fully in control and fully prepared to move along and achieve whatever your goals may be for 2024. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Anne Caulfield. I am an accredited executive and leadership coach, supporting individuals and teams to move and elevate from high potential to high performance, to progress in their career and leadership, with the outcome, of course, having a positive impact on their teams, on their individual careers, and also the performance of their business, whatever business you're in, what business you're supporting, helping people to progress on that path. And I suppose the big theme of what I do is helping people to really realize their full potential, to basically step outside of their own way and move along and achieve what you can achieve, where you know you have the best ability and even where you probably don't even realize it right now. So many of us are holding ourselves back, not realizing our full potential. And I love really getting in there, helping people to do that. So over the next 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Monday, next week, I am going to share 15-minute sessions here on LinkedIn and how you can intentionally move the needle in your career and leadership in 2024. So if that sounds of interest to you and you want to get some very key points over the next 3 days, keep listening, keep watching, and I look forward to sharing that with you. So also to make sure that you join me tomorrow and Monday, if you pop into my profile after this and click the bell at the top, that will give you a notification when I'm going live here on LinkedIn. So my RX3 leadership development model has been something that I've developed based on many years of experience. And it's what I use and is the backdrop of the individual one-to-one coaching and the team coaching I do with individuals and within organizations. So this strategy and model was developed and is being continuously updated to stay relevant to the changing work environment. And I developed this strategy based on my experience as a corporate professional in global roles for 20 years, as well as my experience since then coaching individuals and teams from manager to C-suite over the last 8 years since I set up my coaching and consulting practice. So the RX3 model I have developed over this time is a backdrop to, as I said, to what I do every single day when I'm coaching individuals and teams. So what is it? So I want to share with you, if you haven't come across it, if you haven't already been part of my programs up to now, the RX3 is where I've identified 3 core areas that are crucial for individual career and leadership progression and the ripple effect that it has for teams and the wider organization. And I'm going to be sharing one of these 3 R's. It's 3 R's, 3 core elements, which is why it's called the RX3 model. I'm going to be sharing those over the next 3 days. So today I'm going to start with sharing the first one with you. And that is going to be around sharing some insights with you on how you need to stay relevant. So relevant is the first R. So I'm going to be talking to you today about what that really means, how you can take intentional action to articulate your value and connect it with the business and the market needs. So stay with me if this is a value to you, and I'm going to keep it short, keep it 15 minutes, and hopefully you can really get some value out of this and take it forward. There is so much information out there to consume that can be quite overwhelming. So there's so many books you can read, there's so many resources, so many webinars. It's endless, right? It's absolutely endless. And a lot of the time people don't know where to start in relation to taking action on when you want to make a change, you want to progress, but you don't know where to start. And with overwhelm comes inaction. We don't do anything really. We think we're doing a few things, but we're not really taking anything significant into our action that's going to allow us to progress. And therefore, we're not going to be doing anything meaningful at all. So let's not be there. Let's not make sure we do not do that. and make a decision to take meaningful, intentional action to get the results you're looking for. And that's exactly what I want to help you to start doing over the next 3 days. So to set some context for what I will be sharing with you over the next 3 days during these 15-minute sessions, I just want to kind of touch on, of course, navigating 2024's career and leadership challenges that are going to present themselves. So obviously these are challenges that may already be here to some extent, but certainly are going to grow into 2024. So this is just to kind of set the context before I get into explaining to you about the first R of the RX3 model and leadership development strategy. So I suppose really, very much over the last few years, it's become very apparent that the hybrid and remote work environment is very much here to stay. And with that continuing trend of remote and hybrid work models, we need to be able to effectively manage our teams and projects across, lots of different digital platforms, and being flexible with productivity and team cohesion. There's lots of different elements going on there. So I suppose whether you are an individual looking to progress your career in 2024, or you're a team manager wanting to motivate and get the next level of results with your team and really get them to realize their potential, or you're a business owner, this is actually a really, really important element that we need to understand how we navigate that. So that's the first one, right? There's lots of areas I'd love to talk to you about, but I'm just going to touch on a few. The second one is, I suppose, as automation really takes over more routine tasks, with AI and all these different elements coming to the fore, emphasizing communication skills and emotional intelligence is extremely important for every one of us individually, right? And within our teams. And skills like emotional intelligence, creativity, problem solving, interpersonal communication is going to be right. Because artificial intelligence is great, but there is going to be therefore more a need for each one of us individually to be able to step up and build our emotional intelligence so that it's going to work for us all for the greater good. Okay, so it's really, really important that we understand the importance of those skills and how we really do need to develop them. We don't want to just fade into the background and leave automation take over, because that's not going to be good either. So no matter how fantastic AI is, we do need to be leading the way here, not leaving anything else needed for us, right? So that's another area that we need to be considering for 2024. And also, of course, managing work-life balance, because I suppose the blurring lines between work and personal life, especially with the remote working scenarios, and this is going to continue to challenge professionals and individuals as we move into our year next year, and maintaining that healthy work-life balance is going to be so important to do that. The other one, of course, is dealing with the economic uncertainties that are out there. And depending on the changing and evolving economic environment we find ourselves in, we need to be able to understand how do we actually face these challenges. Because, going back from a career and leadership perspective, there's a lot of sense of maybe insecurity, maybe it's job insecurity. There's budget constraints there as well. We're needing to do a lot more with fewer resources, and how do we manage that? How do we make sure that the value that we can offer is really going to stack up to what's actually needed in the business right now? There's lots of different considerations, but each individual one of us needs to take the ownership and responsibility to understand that for ourselves. And then as teams, we need to understand what it means for us as teams, so then we can make sure we have a positive impact on navigating those challenges. And I suppose the last one I'll just mention now, even though there's many more, is around the importance of understanding that we are in a highly competitive job market, and there is a very, very important need for you to be able to build your personal brand. Really understanding, what is it that you are well known for, what is your unique value proposition. Extremely, extremely important that building that. And sometimes people get overwhelmed with, building the brand. How do I do that? How do I build my network? There is an overwhelming way to do that, shall I say, but there's always also a simple way to do that. And that's exactly what I share with my clients and helping them to simplify. Like, simplify is one of the key words I use all the time, because there's enough overwhelm, there's enough complexity, and everything that I do with individuals and teams is to help people to simplify. come up with intentional, practical things you can do that absolutely will move the needle for you in your career and leadership. And I've experienced it. I experience it all the time with individuals of how these different strategies work absolutely for them to help them to make progress. And also, of course, the confidence that's building within those individuals and teams when they see these changes happening quite quickly. So I want to give you a snippet of that over the next 3 days to help you as you plan into 2024. So let's get started with the first element that I want to share with you today, and that is about staying relevant. So what's really, really important for us if we want to progress seamlessly in our leadership, in our career, within our teams and all of everything that goes around that, we need to make sure we continuously reposition ourselves in our career and reposition ourselves as a leader within our organization, within the marketplace, no matter how wide you want to develop it out. But guess what? It all starts with you, right? It all starts with the individual, and then we build it out from there. Whether it's for ourselves as a leader, whether it's building out for our team, it starts with you. So it's really, really important to understand your strategic career evolution. Like, how is your career evolving? Where has it got to today? How is it going to evolve into the future? Not just leaving it happen by accident, but actually strategically planning it and understanding, well, actually, what is the value I offer to the business today? And how is that actually going to evolve in 2024? Because understanding that now is going to be extremely valuable for you to understand, so that you can put yourself in the right place, be part of the right conversations, really be able to extract the value that where you want to spend your time and pour your energy into, rather than just, doing everything that you're doing right now. So what you're doing today may not be as relevant in 3, 6, and 9 months' time. So it's really, really important to understand, what does it actually mean for you to reposition your career into 2024? And when we do this intentionally, it just makes everything much easier, right? So really understanding that you do need to continuously reposition your career as you move along. And when I'm working with individuals or teams and helping them to do this, it's understanding how you're navigating your path. Not kind of, okay, well, I'm here right now and I'll wait to see what happens and I'll then take my next move. That's reactive. We do not want to be in a reactive place, right? So we want to be proactive. We want to be able to understand, well, actually, what is my unique value proposition? How does that connect with where I am now in my career? How does it connect with what my team needs from me? How does that connect with what the business needs and the market needs, right? So we kind of like zoom in and out. So when I'm doing this work with people, we zoom in and zoom out of different areas. So, but that's something really important you need to consider. So reflecting on your journey up to now, connecting the dots, seeing how does it make sense, how is it relevant, is going to be really, really important for you. And taking time, over the Christmas period, or even if you have some time over the next few days, just to sit down. I always say to people, go to a different environment. If you want to go to a coffee shop, get yourself pen and paper. I like the old-fashioned pen and paper, and just start scribbling some notes. Get it out of your head, get it onto a page, and just understand, what does repositioning yourself in your career in 2024 look like for you? Okay, really, really powerful, and really, really important to do that. So that is really important. And what I would say there is, doing that is going to help you to be so much more in control of what's happening for you as you move into the new year. And it's going to help you to make more clear decisions and make more informed decisions about things that we put in front of you as you step into 2024, so you can decide which way you want to go, right? Because again, we want to be proactive, we don't want to be reactive. So before I finish off today and leave you with that thought, I want to also let you know, some of you may already know that I run a mastermind. It's a 6-month mastermind that I run twice a year. There's 6 months. But my next mastermind is actually starting in January. And this is my Elevate Mastermind. And what this is all about is helping you to have a group of individuals who are working on similar goals, as in, like, everybody's working on developing their leadership, developing their career, where you're part of that environment to foster that culture of growth and help you to move forward, right? So while absolutely we all want to be really independent, and I certainly know independence is one of my strengths, and I value it because it has supported me to navigate my career and my leadership path. However, it's also a limitation that I'm very aware of, that it can be a trap for us, because over my career, I've experienced the value of having a network of colleagues from outside of my organizations and industry to broaden my perspectives and opportunities. So this is a wonderful group. It's a small group of individuals. I do cap it at a certain number to bring people together to support individuals and support you if you want to be part of that. And if you feel it's the right fit for you, we can talk about that. But it's really for individuals who are aspiring or excelling senior leaders. So maybe you're already in a senior leadership position and you really want to take to the next level, as in, really excel in your current role. Maybe you're somebody who's aspiring to the next level of leadership. So really understanding where you're at on that. So what we're doing in that particular mastermind is really going to help those who are looking to reposition and enhance their career path. Individuals who are aiming to develop leadership skills and build the authority in their fields, where you'd like to have the different views and perspectives of other people from different industries. What I love about these masterminds is always we have a diverse group of people from different industries, different professions, and it's so enriching because everybody contributes so much value, they take so much value. And of course, the backdrop of all of this is the RX3 strategy or a leadership development model that I share with you as well. So I suppose the benefits of being part of this group is for example, today we're talking about repositioning your career. So what you're going to do is you're going to learn strategies to effectively reposition yourself as you progress in your career. So what I shared with you earlier is really high level to get you thinking about it. But then how do I actually do that? What are the strategies I need to understand to make that happen? So definitely that's part of it. Also, what's important part of this mastermind is helping you to build and articulate your career story and your career assets. We're also going to be focusing on increasing your visibility within your organization and in the marketplace by effectively articulating your value, and also developing emotional intelligence and better interpersonal and communication skills. So there's lots of different things coming in there that I'm going to be supporting you with. And again, it's very relevant and more relevant than ever before to be doing this in the current environment that we're in. The other one is to learn how to build and nurture a network of advocates to support your career growth. I have a system that I call the Invisible PR system that really helps people to do that in a very simple way, right? It doesn't have to be overwhelming, right? Lots of people think of like networking and they're like, oh my God, I don't have time for that. This you will have time for, and it's really, really focused and it absolutely gets the results. Also, it's going to help you to foster a growth mindset, essential for your development, and also helping you to develop strategies to build your authority and influence in your career, right? So that's just a kind of a backdrop of some of the key elements that we're going to be looking at on the mastermind over the next 6 months. And so there's lots in there. So if you feel that this is going to be maybe something that might be suitable for you, drop me a message. We get on a quick call just to understand if it's the right fit for you. Because I'm going to be very much selecting individuals who are going to work really, really well together across different industries. I'm going to be sharing, lots of value. You're going to have access to a resource portal for, other supporting resources, videos and that on the RX3 strategy and leadership development model. But again, that community piece is really important as well. And that's what people really like very much, is that element where, I'm sharing with you, I'm helping you to develop, I'm giving you strategies, but also we get an opportunity then to discuss as well as a group. So it's really, really enriching. So again, if you want to find out more about that, drop me a message. I'd be delighted to share more information with you and we can take it from there. So I suppose my parting comment with you today is to think about how relevant you are right now, and how you need to be thinking about repositioning your career in 2024. But the thing is, when I talk about repositioning, it doesn't mean that you need to move industry or move role. It's like within your current role right now, how are you reposition yourself so that you're still top value within that role over the next 3 to 6, 9 and 12 months time. Okay. So it's really about repositioning yourself in being more proactive in advance of the changes that are coming about in 2024. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to having you hopefully join me tomorrow, where I'll be talking about the second R of the RX3 model, and we can take it from there. Have a lovely evening. We'll chat to you all very soon.